guys! So I recently did two videos on my channel titled Trying the Curly Girl Method on Straight Hair. You may have seen them as quite an interesting experiment, and kind of going further with that, I have decided to try the Curly Girl method for a month, which is completely fine, but it does mean that I am pretty restricted in what I can and cannot do with my hair during this 1 month. So the first thing I immediately thought was, what about my vintage hairstyling videos, which I have been doing, more and more over the past years, since during this month I am not allowed to curl my hair with heat. And I am definitely not allowed to do a wet set using that setting lotion that I always use, which is pretty much pure alcohol. I also can't really use hairspray, so it is pretty, limiting. So I was wondering, can I still do kind of vintagey hairstyles without doing all of those things and using all of those tools and products? And then I thought, you know what, this is a great opportunity to just look into that. Are there options in vintage hairstyling for if you have long, straight-ish, I guess, straight, just uncurled hair? So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna do a quick, tiny little bit of research, and then I'm gonna try a few of the things that I find. So to start, I'm going to grab my hair Bible, which is the book that I always use for all of my historical kind of hairstyling videos and where I get most of my information from. Very useful source. I'm gonna take a look at that, just flip through with you guys and see if I can find anything that could be done on long, uncurled hair. So let's go. Alright, here it is, my hair Bible. The book is Fashions in Hair by Richard Corson. Can highly recommend. It's fascinating, it is huge, and very, very interesting. So I'm gonna just skip right on over to the 20s, I think I'm gonna start at. It is just a wealth of different hairstyle examples from every period in history. So I'm gonna start with the 20s, I think, because I feel like what people generally think of when you say like vintage hair, it's about 20s to 50s or 60s maybe. And we're looking for hairstyles that can be done on long, straight hair. Right away I can see this, for example. Milkmaid braids right here. Could be done on straight hair as well. I'm pretty sure her hair is kind of wavy, but it's possible. This can be done on straight long hair, but I don't like this. That's definitely not something I'm gonna go for. But this as well. It's definitely doable, so there are a few things. So this is like mid to late 20s here, and you can see the hair is getting shorter. A low bun or chignon type thing here. This as well, and this right here. So this is still mid to late 20s, and this is all short hair, so not really anything useful in here for me. Early to mid 30s. This is a possibility. That is long straight hair, and again it's a low bun or low chignon type thing. This is also an option, but I feel like this is an older lady. Okay, moving on. This is late 30s, early 40s. Oh, here we have that funny like side bun hairstyle again. I don't like this, and this is not something I would associate with vintage hair, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. But this is something I feel like I should be able to pull off on long straight hair as well. Maybe a simpler version of this with just a roll and then the chignon in the back, if I don't do as many folds. I could also do something like this, but I feel like my hair may be a bit too long for this. Okay, maybe something like this with the headband, and then the kind of front wave right there should be possible with like a faux bob maybe, or a low chignon again. I would love to do this, but I'd need like 20 times the amount of hair that I currently have. This is very pretty though. Alright, there's a lot more here. Quite a few options here. Is this not just a soft bun? I don't think I'll be able to pass this off as vintage if I wear it today. We're in late 40s now, by the way. This is all late 40s. This is really, really nice. I love that, and I do think I'm gonna try this because I think this is really beautiful. I am going to need extensions for this though. I don't think I can pull this off with my hair, but it's a very pretty option. This can definitely be done on straight hair, but I don't like this personally, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. This is a great option with a hairnet or a snood. This is something I do actually wear quite frequently. Again, with the crown braids. I feel like crown braids are just a good option to go for. and it's not just children wearing them, so I feel like braids are kind of acceptable for all ages. So maybe a crown braid like that, but again, I do need hair extensions if I want to do like one big braid. This can be done on long straight hair, this can be done on long straight hair, and this, but I just don't really like this personally. Okay, so this is early 50s here. This is possible, and it's again a low chignon, and this. I quite like this as well. Late 50s. This is pretty much my hair with a headband in, but again, this is a child, so might be able to pull that off, but I'm not sure. This is beautiful and doable on straight hair, but again, I need like 10 times the amount of hair I have for this. French twist. It's also nice. And then this is 60s right here, and yeah, I don't know, 60s just isn't really my personal taste, and I also feel like I would have to use products for this that would interfere with my curly girl month. So I think I'm gonna, oh gosh, look at this. The 60s were wild. Yeah, anyways, I think I'm gonna just stop here. Alright, there is definitely something there. There is enough there, there's plenty. The only thing I feel is that the bangs are gonna be a little bit of a problem, so I'm gonna see if I can either pull them off, you know, in the hairstyle, or hide them in the hairstyle somehow, which is gonna be a little bit more difficult to do without using hairspray, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna start with one of the 20s hairstyles. This one right here, the one with the kind of chignon-ish thing in the back. The lady in the picture is wearing a very elaborate kind of ornament in her hair, but I feel like this would actually be perfect to do as a headband tuck, and since I want to wear this casually and not to like, you know, that special of an occasion that I would justify wearing something like that, I'm gonna try it with a ribbon. So I think I'm gonna start by trying this with my bangs and see if I can pull it off as something remotely vintage. In order to do this, I'm just gonna place the headband over my head like that, and then I am going to start taking my hair and wrapping it around this ribbon that I have. So I'm gonna keep wrapping until I reach the center, and then do the same thing on the other side. And then with whatever hair I have left in the center here, I am just going to take that, kind of roll it up so that it's a bit more compact, and I can just tuck it underneath that ribbon again. Alright, so that's pretty much it, but my headband isn't very tight, so I think I am going to just stick a few bobby pins in here to make it a little bit more secure. I feel like these pieces aren't really helping to make it look authentic, so I'm just gonna stick a little bobby pin into the side here, and hopefully that helps make it look a bit more 20s. I'm also not entirely sure about the bangs. Yeah, that is slightly better. Okay, so here is the headband tuck, and I have to say it is a really nice, oh, I have a loose piece a little here. I have to say this is a really nice hairstyle. With that being said, I do feel like this is such a go-to for 20s hair that I feel like it has become a bit of a cliche, and as such it is too easy. So I'm not gonna leave it at this, I'm gonna try more hairstyles. Alright, let's go for, or is it that one? But like I mentioned, I am going to try and do a simpler version so that I can pull it off as a kind of daytime casual hairstyle. Okay, this is going to be a tough nut to crack without hairspray, but I'm going to try. I'm going to start with a deep side parting, and I'm going to make another parting pretty much on the same level on the other side. And this hair, I'm going to separate out, and this is going to make my little roll later on. So I'm just going to clip that away for now. So the hair on the sides here, both sides, I'm gonna separate from about the top to my ear, and on the other side as well. The back of my hair I am going to pull back into a ponytail, but I'm not actually going to make the ponytail just yet. I am going to twist this hair up and clip it away as well. I just want to make sure that this hair is already going backwards, so that when I do this, it has some place to sit. So I am gently going to backcomb this side right here, and then I'm going to pull it back, twist it away from my face, and pin this down with a bobby pin. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. So slightly back on, pull it back, twist it, and then stick a bobby pin in there to secure this. Then I'm gonna take down all of that hair, pull everything back together, including those two pieces I just used to make my little rolls, and tie this in a ponytail right around the center of my head. Time to make the victory roll. I haven't done this in a while. I'm gonna start by just backcombing all of this hair. I'm gonna make it really nice and big. So then I'm going to start carefully forming the roll. So then I'm gonna just wrap this hair around my fingers. Roll it up so that I have the top of my roll pretty much in place, and then it's a matter of forming the roll, and when you're satisfied with the shape, just stick a few bobby pins in. Alright, I'll admit this is far from my best victory roll, but it's as good as I can get it today. So let's move on to the back of the hairstyle, where I'm just going to do something really simple. I'm just going to split my hair into two. I'm going to twist both sides in one direction and twist them around each other in the opposite direction to create a quick little loose rope braid, which I'm then just going to twist into a bun and pin with a couple of bobby pins. Without hairspray, I am very quickly losing this hairstyle, and this is not something I'll be able to wear in day-to-day life without setting it in some way, because it is already just falling down and my bangs are completely ruining this victory roll. But I do feel like this is a pretty good, look at that, this is a pretty good kind of vintagey hairstyle. Not practicable for me, I'm afraid, because of this and this sad droopy bit, but yeah, very nice in kind of spirit of this experiment. I still really want to try one of the braided hairstyles because I feel like I would actually be able to pull those off. So I'm gonna kind of mix a few together and improvise something. So for that I'm gonna start with a side parting, which I already kind of have, and I noticed that my bangs are now going back for some reason, probably all the teasing, but I'm gonna make use of that and start with a side parting. And then I'm gonna do a bit of a simpler version of the puffs I did earlier. So I'm just going to take the front bit of hair, separate that out from the rest, pull the rest back. Again, just to make sure that when I pin this hair to the hair that's underneath it, the hair that's underneath it is already going in the right direction. Otherwise you're gonna get in trouble later on. So I'm just very simply going to take this hair, pull it back, give it a little twist, push it forward a little bit to create a tiny bit of a poof, and then pin it down with some bobby pins again. Same thing on this side. Just pull it back, give it a little twist, push forward, and pin it down. So now I can pull all of my hair back into a ponytail, and I think, should I go for a high? You know what, I might just go for a high one. So I'm actually gonna pull this into a high ponytail, right on the crown of my head. So at this point I really need to add some hair extensions because my braid is very, very thin and kind of sad looking. I'm gonna take a strip of hair extensions and just fasten them to my ponytail using a bobby pin. I'm gonna wrap it around. Okay, so now that I have hair, I can braid this. And it's gonna be just very simple. Just gonna separate this in three and make an English braid. And then it's time to arrange this braid on top of my head, like a little crown. So I'm just gonna create a little circle like that, and then just use a load of bobby pins to secure this from all sides. And there we have it! This is probably my favorite. Now I'm pretty sure this is actually my favorite, and I feel like this is the most wearable one as well, and probably the most authentic and also the easiest to do, so it's just the best in all regards. So I do have a bunch more that I could try, but I feel like this video is getting long enough, so I'm gonna leave those maybe for another time if you would be interested in seeing that. For now, I just want to thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed my little experiment trying vintage hairstyles on long unstyled hair. If you did enjoy, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for loads more beauty and lifestyle content. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, there's a link in the description box below. Thank you so much. There's another video here that you may also enjoy. You can go watch next. Thank you for watching once again, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!